Tonight, I filmed this January the 21st, 2017. Something very unique and wonderful happened in the United States of America today and in different parts of the planet. Women came out to say no to hatred, discrimination, and a host of other things. That message was directed to Donald Trump. And it was also directed to the Republican-controlled Congress. But in a larger sense, it was directed to every living soul on the planet. Now, we can argue all we want about the results of the election. But what is not debatable is that Donald Trump has set the bar so low that we can no longer look up to the office of the presidency or the office of the president of the United States with the respect we once had. During the campaign, the things he said about women, the United States military, the disabled, reporters, Muslims, Mexicans, and others cannot just easily be forgiven simply because the election is over. But more importantly than all of that combined, the policies of the Republican Party and the policies of Donald Trump can literally kill tens and maybe even 100 or more million Americans. You see, so many of you out there ignore me because you voted for Trump and you support Trump. What you don't realize at this time is that you're going to need me and those women that you may be disgusted with, and the men that marched throughout the country and different parts of the globe. You may think that we're your enemy. And in some ways, yes, we are. But we are all Americans. And let me tell you, with the Republican policies and Donald Trump, they want to dramatically cut Social Security, Medicaid, Medicare. They've already started the process of actually getting rid of Obamacare or the Affordable Health Care Act. Now, you don't realize it possibly, but you're affected. Millions of Donald Trump voters are going to suddenly find themselves over the next few years impoverished, maybe without any money at all, and without health care. To those who would say, go out and get a real job, I would say to you, jobs are going to disappear on a record level. Because just because you don't like the truth, just because sometimes we don't like the truth, doesn't mean that it isn't real. Let me explain to you what really may happen. 60 to 70 million Americans could lose their health care and not be able to get it at any price due to pre-existing condition. Millions of senior citizens can lose access to their Medicaid or Medicare. And of course, disabled Americans could lose their Social Security, as could the people who worked all their lives. If these things come to pass, more than 100 million, possibly more than that, of your fellow Americans, and most likely you, will have nothing. Nothing at all. I know a lot of you don't believe the word that we're saying, but Newt Gingrich himself has said they want to get rid of Social Security, Medicaid, and Medicare, and others. Where will you be? Where will your parents be? Your grandparents, your grandparents. They also want to dramatically reduce wages in America. That's right, your job. They want to also dramatically reduce safety regulations throughout the spectrum of every industry. Workmen's compensation, you name it. Newt Gingrich has actually put on the table, essentially they want to get rid of everything that has helped and protected every American, every one of the 300, and every single American, 314 strong. Now, you may not realize it, but many of you voted for the downfall of yourself, your family, our states, and our nation. Now, I'm not here to chastise you. I feel like it. But I love you more than I'm angry with you. And whether you like it or not, you're going to have to become those marching women's ally. My ally. You see, before we are anything, we need to become Americans again. Forget that you have a Democrat or Republican. I don't care about that. What I care about is you not dying. And make no mistake, those women are fighting for life. Many of you think, oh, they're just fighting because they want to be able to get abortions. No. They're just fighting because of what Donald Trump has said. No. It's way beyond that. So I, for one, am extraordinarily proud of everyone who protested today throughout the United States, in Washington, in Atlanta, in Pittsburgh, PA, in Boston, Los Angeles, New York City, you name it, other places around the globe. And you should be just as proud of them because, trust me, no matter whether you are on Social Security, Medicaid, Medicare, or any of those things that you think is freeloader programs, I assure you, your life and your health will be affected if they succeed. This is the most frightening part that you need to consider. What our nation has done has put the majority of our states are now controlled by the Republicans. Our entire United States government, the White House, and both chambers of Congress. And that means that they can put in Supreme Court justices that will roll back and destroy many things you care about. Now, this will not just be for the next 2 to 4 years. If they succeed, it could be for hundreds of years. I know you think I'm an alarmist. I get that. But I will commit to you that whether it is a liberal, conservative, Democrat, Republican, Green, Constitutionalist, Independent, I will never be the mouthpiece for anyone. I'm your mouthpiece. You see, I believe in honor, respect, duty, and service. I believe in that. I'm not going to pull any punches. I've attacked Democratic and Republican Congresses and presidents, called both sides traitors that should be in prison. The unions are not in love with me, and neither is corporations. No one is. Do you want to know why? I'm not looking out for them. I'm looking out for you. So maybe you're a hard worker and you think we're all freeloaders. That's okay. You have that right. For now. If the Republicans and Trump has their way, you won't. But you may have worked your entire life. Maybe you voted in this election because you have inner racism in you. Did you vote for Trump and all Republicans? You're in fear of African Americans, Black Americans, Muslims, gays, you don't like abortion, whatever your reasoning, you're tired of not getting high-paying jobs, you've been fooled by the lies of one or both parties. It doesn't matter. We cannot change what has happened. We will need to fight legally, peacefully, ethically, and financially. Because if we do not come together, like those millions of people that protested today, January the 20th, 2017, if we don't come together, Republican and Democrat, white, Chinese, black, Muslim, Christian, Jew, we don't do this, things you love are going to be gone. This is not an alarmist. This is an honest man. Do you want to know why I'm not famous, even though I've been on TV for 13 years? Actual real TV? Yes. Do you know why I haven't gotten my big break? There's a few reasons. Let me tell you one. I've never pushed it. That's one. You want to know another reason? I have no allies with Republicans, with Democrats, with labor or corporations, with industries, with religious organizations, or even educational systems, academia. And the reason why I've chosen to fight everybody, be friend nor foe to everybody or anybody, I'm not anybody's enemy, and I'm nobody's mouthpiece. Why? Because I believe in this country. I believe in you. I believe in the gang members that are out there killing each other over drugs. I don't like what they do. I want them to stop and come into the family of productivity and helping each other. But I will not throw them away. I don't care their pigmentation, their level of education, their gender, their religion, you name it. I care about the senior citizens or older adults. I care about every pigmentation, everybody in this nation, legally or otherwise. For I care about humanity. Those of you who may think that you won in November, you did not. I'm not saying that in a condescending, know-it-all way, even though it may come out that way. I'm saying that because when you start losing your health care, your Social Security, your jobs, or whatever else that you need, you too are going to suffer. So why am I doing this video? Well, we can stop all of it from happening by having more and more people walk those streets and protest. We can protest in the streets, millions upon millions throughout the country, like we just had done today, the 21st of January, 2017. It's an early gift to me, personally, because my birthday is in 4 days, and to me, that is one of the greatest gifts I've ever witnessed. But we can do it ethically. We can also do it financially. I keep bringing that up. I bet you there's people wondering, what does he mean? What I simply mean is this. Let's say you shop at your local grocery store and your family grocery bill is $300 a month. I'm asking you to reduce it by at least $50. Yes, it may mean doing without maybe slightly smaller meals that will keep you healthy and actually nourished. But if you were to take and put away $50, put $50 less, $100, $300, whatever you can do, yes, you're going to suffer and you're going to have to do sacrifice. But if Americans did that on a massive level, like if everybody that protested today were to do that, every Republican in Congress, every independent, and every Democrat would immediately change everything in our favor. The one God that the corporations and all industries, and frankly the Republicans, and yes, a large number of the Democrats, whether they call themselves moderate, liberal, conservative, a lot of them, their God is money. So if we dramatically reduce the income that they are getting, their God, we take them out of their satanic and addictive ways, this country will turn in a matter of weeks. That $15 an hour that people for minimum wage are asking for, they wouldn't get 15, they'd get 20. You see, because we, the people, actually hold Donald Trump and every member of Congress and every corporation, we actually hold more power than them. I know you probably don't believe that, but I'll prove it. The Consumer Index reports. I watch and listen to stock market and business reports. They don't call us citizens. They don't call us Americans. They call us consumers. We have them by the ears. So yes, the protests are powerful, and we need to keep doing that. We need to stay ethical and peaceful. But if we literally cut our economy down by sacrificing by billions or hundreds of billions or even trillions of dollars, every corporation on the planet, every politician on the planet is going to do everything in their power to urge us to start buying again. But we can demand legally and peacefully. We can demand our requirements. We can legally, peacefully make them surrender unconditionally. Even Donald Trump will be powerless without the workers, without the payments, without the money. And if you think I'm wrong, think about it. Every day you go somewhere, you're the one that's choosing to go. You shop at the Walmart. You shop at wherever it is. You have more power in your wallet or your purse than Donald Trump and every corporation on this earth has. You have the power. There's evidence right there. I promise you. You may not hear much about the reactions from the Republicans and Democrats or corporations, but January the 21st, 2017 scared the living daylights out of them, if they have any brains in their head. If I were any president, Donald Trump, Barack Obama, anybody, and I witnessed today, I'd have my people on the phone doing everything they can to reverse, that's right, reverse their proposed policies. Because we, the people of the United States and around the globe, we hold the power.